My name is John Keenan. I'm the Bishop of Paisley in Scotland. I think I'm pro-life because it stands to reason for me. I think I'm convinced by the arguments that human life begins at conception. It's very difficult if you don't hold that human life begins at conception to say that this magic moment where it begins somewhere else. So I have always been convinced intellectually that life begins from conception, that it's a living human being. And I've also been convinced that whenever you start to say there are human beings who are not persons, living human beings who are not persons, that's the road to disaster. Since then, I've been even more convinced by the science. Everyone's seen on social media the images, the video images of little babies in the womb, sucking their thumbs, moving about, smiling. It seems to be the case. You simply can't say it's a lump of cells. You simply have to reach the obvious conclusion that's staring you straight in the face, that this is a baby. Add into that my faith that tells us in the scriptures, the Lord says, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I consecrated you and appointed you a prophet to the nations. So for human reasons, but also for divine reasons, I am convinced that we have a human being not just of absolute value, but of eternal worth. Love is not just a feeling. Love's not just a sentiment. Love always does good for the other person. And so while we just say, well, I'm pro-life, personally, as many politicians say, of course, personally I'm pro-life, but I don't think as a politician I should stand up and say that and vote in a pro-life way. I think that's a confusion of thought and a confusion of love. If you were to say, well, personally, I think this other human being is a human being, but I don't think I should do anything to save its life. I can't understand the logic. If you're personally convinced that a human being is a child in the womb, and you see it never more threatened than now, then logic impels you to do something about it. The March for Life is a game changer, I would say, in the United Kingdom in getting the idea of that people are pro-life in the privacy of their own heads to the reality that they have to also be publicly, confidently pro-life in the public square. And so I think the March for Life UK is giving us a lovely vehicle, because it's easier when we all come together, young, old, from England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland and beyond. We come together in hundreds, we come together in thousands, and we feel the strength we have in each other, and it's colourful and it's joyful and it's positive. And so we go out into the public square, walking from through London to Parliament Square, but in a way that is attractive, in a way that says that life is worth living. And if life is worth living, it's worth living for everyone. I think the task is to wake the general public up to the horror of abortion. I mean, I think it's quite telling that abortion is legal in the United Kingdom, but you're not allowed to show it. And I scratch my head and I think to myself, is there anything else in this country that is legal, but there's a blanket censorship against showing it? And I think that shows that underneath everything, our society is profoundly uncomfortable with abortion. If we weren't, we wouldn't keep it hidden. And I think, therefore, our task as an act of love and generosity to society, sometimes to say, this is what it is. Look, this is what abortion looks like. Not to condemn, but so that we can say, come on, let's all agree. There's always a better choice than this. Life from conception, no exception.